So Zack Polanski has won the Green Party leadership contest. I think for most people this isn't surprising, but having said that, it wasn't even close. Zack won 20,411 votes. Ellie Chowns and Adrian Ramsey won 3,705. I feel like only getting 3,000 votes is kind of embarrassing, but this was such a big margin that any arguments that was made that this is sort of an entryist vote has been put to bed. He likely would have won with pretty much every demographic. This was an overwhelming majority of existing members, and the new members were just the icing on the cake. This is a really good result. It's a good day for the left. We desperately need left-wing populism, not the cautious approach that has been the Green Party's message. Given that Adrian Ramsey and Carla Denyer were virtually unknown, the way forward is bold, aggressive leadership, which Zack Polanski offers. He needs to be known and he needs to be divisive, right? Being divisive is a very good thing. First, I don't think there's really such a thing as a unity candidate. You are divisive just by being in politics. People will hate you for your views, which party you belong to. The error Starmer has made was to try and not be divisive, to appeal to everyone, which in reality, he's appealed to no one. No one likes him. Zack needs to lean into division and rally up the base. Politics has always been about division. That's the essence of it. The right-wing divide based on communities. The left needs to be divisive on class. The right goes after minorities. The left needs to go after the minority that's actually destroying this country and the world, and that's the billionaire class. Now, it's only been a few hours since he's won, and Labour have already attacked Polanski. Meet Zack Polanski. This is the person who the Greens just elected as their new leader, and they've shared an excerpt from an article, doesn't say where. Has the time come when we can burn all those uncomfortable push-up bras? Hypnotherapist Zack Polanski reckons so. He says he can boost your cup size using the mind alone. This is an extremely new approach, but I can see it becoming popular very quickly because it's so safe and a lot cheaper than a boob job, says Zack. And it's so obvious they had that in their drafts. Labour MP Rosie Writing shared the tweet and said, "So this is who the Greens think should lead their party. Says it all." So Labour have got their coordinated attacks. None of this will cover up the fact that they scrapped the winter fuel allowance, kept children in poverty, and are enabling a genocide. But this is good. The attacks show that Labour are worried, and they are right to be. This and the fact that Zack will be open to working with the new Corbyn party, this could be a real comeback for the left.
I think parties don't need to be explicitly working together necessarily to keep working together on policies, to keep putting a vision towards the country. And to give you an example, I spoke to Jeremy yesterday. He's having a Gaza inquiry later on this week. Now, many of you will remember the Chilcot inquiry over Iraq. Jeremy Corbyn and various MPs have been supporting the idea of a Gaza inquiry, so a live-streamed inquiry where everyone can see evidence about what is happening. We don't need to be in the same party for me to support that. We don't even need to be allies, quote unquote, for me to support that. What I see is a politician who is doing strong principled work that aligns with the things I care about and the party cares about. And I think that's a different and new kind of politics. And I think that's a politics that's really going to excite this country.
So I think that was a very sensible answer. Given that the party hasn't been properly set up, he can't make concrete commitments, but he's spoken highly of Jeremy Corbyn multiple times. He is definitely open to working with them, in which Adrian and Ellie Chowns, I really don't think they are. What does everyone think? Is that good for being a major player in resuscitating left-wing politics? Let me know and leave a comment below. Remember that we have live shows 3 times per week, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 7:30 p.m. discussing the latest political stories. We are trying to go full-time and grow this channel. You can support us by going to turnleftmedia.co.uk/support. There you can support us monthly via Patreon, or there is another link to a one-off donation. Alternatively, you can become a YouTube member for just 99p. Remember to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.